My wife said, "I'm leaving you," but what happened right after shocked her. It was a cold Thursday evening when my wife, Sarah, sat across from me at the kitchen table. Her eyes were red, not from anger, but from something deeper, something that had clearly been sitting on her heart for a while. I could tell something was coming, but I wasn't ready for the words that followed. "I'm leaving you," she said quietly. At first I couldn't speak. My fork froze halfway to my mouth. I stared at her, confused, searching her face for a sign that she was joking, but she wasn't. Her voice was steady and her eyes didn't waver. "I'm tired," she continued. "Tired of feeling like we're just roommates, like we pass each other every day but never really see each other anymore." My chest tightened. She was right. Somewhere between work stress, bills, raising our daughter, and the quiet distractions of phones and screens, we had grown apart. I had noticed it too, but I thought it was just a phase, something we'd naturally come out of. "I understand," I said slowly, holding back tears. "I know I haven't been the man I promised to be." She looked surprised. I think she expected me to argue or get defensive. Instead, I got up, walked over to the cabinet, and pulled out a dusty envelope. I handed it to her without saying a word. "What's this?" she asked, confused. "Open it," I replied. Inside was a letter I had written 3 months ago but never found the courage to give her. It was a letter of everything I felt, my regrets, my failures, my love. I wrote about how I saw her struggling, how I missed our late-night talks, her laughter, even her quiet sighs when she was frustrated. I wrote that I still loved her more than words could explain, and that I had been too proud or too scared to admit that I didn't know how to fix things, but I wanted to try. Tears welled up in her eyes as she read. Her hands trembled slightly. "I wrote that the night you fell asleep crying," I said softly. "I wanted to give it to you the next morning, but I didn't. I was afraid it was too late." She sat in silence for a long time, staring at the paper. Then, without warning, she reached out and held my hand, tight. "I didn't expect this," she whispered. "I thought you stopped caring." "I never stopped," I replied. "I just forgot how to show it." We sat there for what felt like hours, holding hands in silence. No yelling, no drama, just two people who had drifted apart, but, in that moment, remembered why they had chosen each other in the first place. She didn't leave that night, and in the weeks that followed, we didn't just patch things up. We rebuilt, slowly with honest conversations, late-night walks, small surprises, and quiet forgiveness. Sometimes love isn't loud. It's not always roses and poetry. Sometimes it's a handwritten letter never sent that arrives just in time.